Yes, this is Donna Lopez. This channel message is for February 2019 and it is entitled The Witness. Frequently you are called to be another, to experience what another has felt or witnessed. Today we share the insights that will bring about clarity for a new way of believing, for it is beliefs that lift or hinder. Your scope of witness to another is widening and their mirror is yours, and vice versa. This is nothing new, as the empath well knows, but the mirrored reflections are widening to include the whole of which you are a part. Your perceptions are cleared and your witness to another is broadening. Fear is a proponent of pain. Pain left unaddressed constitutes a fierce pressure that builds into struggle, which then builds into trouble. The troubled soul cannot clarify their witness, their perception. They inwardly eat the mirrored shards of pain and intolerance for another. Their guts are torn by what is indigestible, indistinguishable. The force field of fear is recognizable to those whose battle scars are healed into a remembrance of who they truly are, none other than the light of creation. Please understand that these witnesses do not have to play out their game to the whole, but are programmed by another's disappointment in themselves, reflected into their space, and often unrecognizable as not their own. Healing is ramping up upon the planet as the planetary sisters and brothers of light hold the frequencies necessary for this partition to fold. You are no stranger to understanding. You are no stranger to forgiveness. You are no stranger for being the perpetrator of another. We share this with the love we have for you as evolving souls upon this planetary cycle of change. This timeline will increase in destruction and increase its resistance to change. The masses are falling away with pain as anger and hatred misplaced upon another. There is no justice, they ring. There is no trespass that is not allowed, they cry. There is no listening, they fear. Fear is a measured stick by which only new maps in consciousness can free up the unthinkable, the unknowable. These new maps in consciousness are created to spread the message of enlightenment, meeting itself upon the sphere of hope, faith, and love. Measure your own fear meter, your own tolerance of abuse, and see where this fits within your scope of understanding, and more so within your sphere of illumination. The illuminated being can and does make its force field formidable to another. Their light spectrum increases and ceases to align with fields of interpretation that are worn, disorganized, and rampant with disconcerting, polarized spaces. As the force field of light by which you all are, you beam the rays of hope. Not I hope, but the hope of another's awakening upon the field of intention. The intentions set by each of you must include change, must include the knowing that nothing stays the same, that all is in its place, and that you are the change makers of today and thus tomorrow. Place fear at your feet so that it can undo what it has been programmed to do, unwind into the understanding that it is but a damaged piece of the whole, a misplaced item in the lost and found box of understanding, the breadth and width of the energetic system. It is in acknowledging pain, suffering, and making those changes within oneself and thus another by mere frequency adjustment. The pictures created for you to view are not real, nor are they long-lasting. They are but mirages in consciousness, crystallized by the standard external world, not the internal understanding that you can and do crystallize your reality to suit yourself. Now is the time to suit another, and another, and another, and another, until the unwinding of the separation through constellation is dissolved and the honesty, appreciation, love for change, and richness of diversity is acknowledged. Dear ones, you are on quite a path, and we acknowledge your ledger of understanding, bringing in the scope of love needed to please you within yourself and thus another. Aho, one feather and your team of light. Energy forecast for February 2019. Beginning of February. Awareness, awake, alert, be on your toes. Recognize your patterns of thought and behavior. The key word is awake. Middle of February. Place yourself in another's position. See their point of view. Key word is observe. End of February. Work life. What is it? What does it entail? Redefine through observation. Keywords. What do I do? And with that, I want to say thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares.